Now this aquarium has been looked after by exactly the same person as the last aquarium in the last video that I made, and exactly the same instructions were given and exactly the same instructions were followed. So very, very good job was done there. Now these fish here are looking very good. If anything, they're probably a tiny bit on the skinny side, but I'm very happy with that. When you're going away, it's really better to advise people to feed on the lighter side, because not much goes wrong over a period of month or months if you're underfeeding fish. On the other hand, overfeeding fish is a much more immediate problem. So when you're away, advising people to underfeed fish is very important. Try to make sure that you have nice fresh polyfilter when you go is very important, and giving your aquarium a general good service when you go before you go is very important. So fish keeping is basically 50% water quality and 50% food quality. Once again, these fish are doing very well, and I think these fish have been around for quite a while. These are not young fish. Now, as far as water quality is concerned, I'm testing that right now. As far as food is concerned, this is about the best food you can buy. So Danichi is very, very high quality food. And it is very common that I'll go to somebody's house and the fish look great. I test the water, it's terrible. And then I check and they've got good quality food. I will very often then go to the very next house. All the fish are dying. I test the water, it's much better than the last house. And then I check the food and low quality food. Most fish food is processed, pressure cooked crap in a can. But some foods are very, very good. I am very biased to this one. This is a slow cooked holistic food, Danichi. And I also love Spectrum's probiotics. So all the fish are looking great. Everything looks good with the filter. Definitely needs a clean, but the owner will be back soon. And this tank has been quite a success for the holidays. Good food, good water quality. So this water is exactly how I expected. KH of 4.5, that's pretty good. GH of 17, so that one's a little bit low. I'd rather that be 8, but I'm not worried. That one's a little bit high, I'd rather that be sort of 12. GH is a bit too high, not worried about that either. pH is 7.8, not too worried about that. Phosphate's up a bit, that's just water changes. Ammonia and nitrite is 0, which means the filter's doing a great job. And nitrate is 250, which is way too high. So if you ever notice your water a little bit on the yellow side, then what you really want to do is replace your polyfilter. Consider replacing your carbon if you're running activated carbon, but doing more water changes is really the key. Because when there's high biological activity in an aquarium, such as this tank has a lot of big fish in it. There's lots of big, beautiful tinfoils in this tank. It could actually do with more catfish for cleaning the glass, actually. Could do with some Plecostomus catfish for cleaning the glass, and even some Siamese algae eaters, which are good for the blackbeard algae. But I think this tank's overdue for a spring clean as well. I think a spring clean is a very good idea. But because you've got so many big fish wasting the water all the time, it does sort of get to the point where they are swimming in their own pee. Hence the water going yellow. So when you do notice the water going yellow, just do, even if you did like a quarter water change every week until it cleared up. So a lot of the time the yellow is the lights, but these lights really shouldn't be making the water yellow. But anyway, at the end of the day, the owner is away. The fish have been left in very good care. Now when the owner gets back, the owner could feed just a little bit more. But because the nitrate is so high, the nitrate is 280, 80 is the highest I want it to be. So nitrate is a long-term small problem. Ammonia and nitrate is a short-term big problem. So it is not ideal to have nitrate so high. And over a long period of time, once again, it isn't ideal. But doing some weekly water changes until you get the nitrate down. Now this thing's also got an automatic water change system. And they were all the fashion in the 90s, but I don't like them. Because I don't like pulling the good water off the top and then putting nice clean water in. I want to be using the gravel cleaner, pulling all the crappy water out of the bottom, and then putting nice clean water in. I get much better value out of my water changes. But long and short of it is the owner has gone away and left this tank in very good care. Whenever you go away, make sure that you leave your aquarium professional's phone number with the person that you go away with, so if there is a problem, we can come and fix it. And the key is to leave your tank to someone that cares enough to notice if anything's going wrong, so we can be contacted and we can fix it, so you come home to happy, healthy fish after your lovely holiday. Providing these aren't airtight, these are pretty cool. If you want to make it all a bit more silent, some nice big thick foam to make your filter quieter. It just cannot be airtight. It's really important that air gets in. You need to get air in there and need to let air get in there.